to Yahweh, all praises to Yahweh Shai, peace and blessings to the hopeful elect, and shalom to the believers, and double honors to the elders at Great Millstone. All right, and I'm coming at you with another lesson. This one is a warning to you Negroes, Native Americans, and Latinos who come from the sea line of Israel. And this one is about the famine that's coming upon the land. Okay, real soon. All right, things are building up. You know, right now I'm pretty sure you notice that things are getting a little bit short-handed on certain items, but also on the I noticed myself a lot of the some of your drinks, you might want to check the dates on those drinks, because a lot of them could be spoiled. Okay, and so items are gonna disappear. Okay, all right, we're coming into the Great Tribulation, okay, which is being ushered in by the so-called white man and the elite, okay, Luciferians. Okay, that's why they're calling for the blackouts. They're calling for all these catastrophes that come to America, Babylon the Great. All right, so I'm gonna let this lady speak, and she's gonna be playing with it, and so you can understand that we're headed toward a famine, just like the Most High always brings a famine when a nation sins. Okay, and namely Israel, you Israelites. Okay. Okay, when you build up iniquity, the Lord brings these famines and pestilence and so forth. But this time, this is to free Israel, okay, and to destroy this nation, okay.
I have three things I want to tell you about, and I've also got a can and cheese. I'm going to tell you why I have these, because of the price increase, what I have seen, what I just saw in the grocery store. Okay, so this was from a farmer, and this was off of my video that farmers are sounding the alarm that we need to listen, because food prices are going to increase. I will put that somewhere up here, the video too, link it for you. So this is what this farmer said. As a farmer, I can say she is 100% right. Problem is, people do not understand where their food comes from and are using their grocery store as a gauge for food security. Because when we go to the grocery store, it looks...
Yes, people are using the grocery stores for a gauge for security. Like she said, most people feel like everything is okay and everything is all good. Okay, but they're not, because of what she's going to tell you next. Stay tuned.
It looks like we have plenty of food because the shelves are full. False security. They will pay dearly for this ignorance, and I am not talking about money. What us farmers grow this year is for next year's consumption. What you are seeing in the stores is from last year's harvest. Across North America, there were crop losses, low yields, and hay losses. This resulted in a downsizing last fall of livestock, as farmers were unable to get feed for our livestock for winter. This drove hay and feed prices up. Many small farmers downsized to bare minimum, holding enough breeders for spring. This is why you still see meat on your grocery store. The market was glutted. Last winter, prices soared up again, and another downsizing happened across the board. Many small farmers were wiped out or only have enough livestock to feed their family. I have quite a few farmers that have commented and said, I'm holding enough for my family, but I can't do this anymore. Last summer, they can't afford it. Last summer, a bulk feed bag was, listen to this, $185 for a bulk feed bag last summer, and it is now $430. Again, the meat market is glutted. It now costs more to feed an animal out than when you sell them for. Reread that. I'll read it again. It now costs more to feed an animal out than what you can sell them for. To turn this around would mean having to hold back babies born this year and next to get our livestock back up. Many countries have banned food exports for the same reasons. So there is no way to replenish these losses. When you drive down the road, look and see how many fields are not planted. Those low yields and crop losses last year affect seed availability for this year's spring planting. Only June, and we are already seeing total crop losses in some areas. This will amplify the disaster. Even though those farmers that were able to get crops in, will they be able to afford the fuel it takes to take it off and move it to market? I don't know where, think about that. What will fuel prices be by fall? I don't know. So if you want to know if
Fuel prices right now in the Virginia area for the diesel is $5.69, okay, and going up. So we're headed toward a disaster for sure. This is it. We're at the end. We're in the end times. We're going to go into the tribulation.
if there's going to be severe food shortages coming come fall, ask a farmer. He put these in capital letters. Stop watching the distractions thrown at you. The Johnny Depp thing, the latest political scandal, hockey, etc. You are watching our agricultural sector being decimated right in front of your eyes. We grow it, the truckers move it to market and your grocery store. Farmers and truckers are the backbone of any country. Both have been taken out at the knees. This is global, people. Ice Age Farmer on YouTube, he mentioned this. I really like him too. You should go and check him out. Ice Age Farmer. Ice Age Farmer on YouTube.
Okay, so you heard what she said, right? If you been paying attention, we as the watchmen have been sounding the alarm on this for quite some time, and the food production factories, there's no way that America is going to recover. They're basically ending America. They're bringing in a whole new currency, digital currency, and they're destroying the whole American system. And they're bringing in a new one. Okay, it's going to be ruled by totalitarian rule, because when there's no food, people are going to revolt. They're going to send in the military. This thing is over. It's done. People are walking around like, oblivious to what's going on. Okay, the food production factories were destroyed. Okay, they destroyed, like from what I hear, 100 food production, like Tyson Foods facilities burning down, Walmart distribution centers burning down. There's no way to recover from that. Okay, farmers, they can't afford the produce. Okay, the dollar has been defeated. Okay, totally destroyed and decimated by the Saudis and Russia. Okay, the BRICS nations have come in, and stepped in, and they're getting their own currency going. So it's game over for America. Okay, all right. So I'll read a few scriptures. Okay, Ezekiel 14:13. Son of man, when the land sinneth against me by trespassing grievously, then will I stretch out my hand upon it, and will break the staff of bread thereof, and will send famine upon it, and will cut off man and beast from it. Okay, so the Lord is doing this. It's the Lord, through Esau Edom, the so-called white man, all right, who he has raised up to be the wicked on the earth, and through his desires of world rulership and to stay in power, he's coming with this global reset or new world order in order to get everyone to submit to the MOTB. Okay, and that's that CHIP. All right, if you can decipher what I'm saying, you know what I'm talking about. All right. But anyway, that's what this is all about. Okay, so this system is done. Okay, so you need to seek Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai, okay, the true powers of heaven, earth, okay, and come back to the Lord, because ain't nothing gonna save you from this but the Lord. Okay, you're gonna need to have a spiritual covering upon you in order to survive. All right, let me go to since I mentioned that, Isaiah 30. We'll go to Isaiah 30 and verse 1, because most of y'all are going to run to Esau Edom in order to get help once the food run out, and they're going to require you to do what they say, and it's going to come with the CHIP. That's what's going to happen. Okay. Isaiah 30, verse 1. Woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin. So that covering is the protection of the Lord. Okay. That is the covering. All right. Let's go to Psalms 91. 91 verses 1. All right. It's this truth. Okay. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of the Lord, Yahweh, He is my refuge and my fortress, my power, in Him will I trust. Surely He shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler and from the noisome pestilence. Okay, and that snare that's coming. Okay, they're gonna snare you with the MOTB CHIP, and they're gonna cause it to happen because you ain't gonna have nothing to eat. All the food is gonna be dried up. Okay, you heard what the lady said. Okay, we're eating the harvest. All right, so they ain't gonna be whatever they're planting now is for next year. All right, so we're eating it. All right, once it's gone, that's it. All right, so all right, let's go to another scripture. Let's go to Ecclesiastes 9 and 12. For man also knoweth not his time, as the fishes that are taken in the evil net, and as the birds that are caught in the snare, so are the sons of men snared in an evil time, when it falleth suddenly upon them. So you understand that the snare is coming. It's already laid. Okay, it's already been laid. This snare has already been laid. You got to understand that when the food run out, that's when all hell's gonna break loose. All right. Let's go 2nd Andrews 15, and this is what's gonna eventually happen. 2nd Andrews 15 and 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor their princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. It's going to be more lockdowns coming. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and the modern day sword is a gun, and spoil their goods because of lack of bread and for great tribulation. So that's the point. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, and that's why I'm warning you now. Okay, so he's not going to have any pity on his neighbor when the food run out. You're waving at each other now, but when the food run out, he's going to be looking at you to get your food. Okay, but shall destroy their houses with the sword. He's going to come over. He's going to ask nicely to give him something to eat, and you ain't got nothing to eat. That's when he's going to break that AK-47 out and say, hey, I'm sorry, Ed. And he's going to barge his way into your house and take whatever it is you got. Okay? And he's going to ransack everything because he think that you hit it. This is where we're at now. And there's no going back. Ezekiel 7 and verses 5. Thus saith the Lord power, and evil, and only evil, behold, is come. An end is come. The end is come. It watches for thee. Behold, it come. So with that, I say all praises to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh Shai, Bashem Rakakadash,